Hi everyone and welcome to Left on Red. My name is Red and this is r/Am I the Butt? Our first post today is by Essel in Tono. I hopefully will be getting married this October to my amazing fiancé. We've been together for 4 years since we were 18. Over the past few weeks, my friend and I have done a weekly Zoom call to gossip and discuss details. I asked them all to send me their intended hair and makeup for the day. To which they all did, and I thought it was a reasonable request. All of them went for very similar, apart from Madeline. Madeline is the only one of the group who has hair past her chest, and due to the style, she wouldn't be able to do the same style as everyone else. I gently suggested that she cut her hair to be able to do the same style as everyone else. She asked if I was being serious, and I said yes. That I wasn't planning on asking, but that it seemed a simple thing to do. My friends were all pretty outraged over this minor thing, and now Madeline is saying she doesn't want to even be my bridesmaid. It's only hair. It grows back. Am I the butt? Listen, OP. Coming from a woman with hair past her waist, yes, you are the butt. Don't you dare say that it's only hair. For some of us, it's a very, very important feature, and you cannot ask people to alter their appearance for your special day. Down in the comments, Sir Harry Flashman echoes my sentiments. He says, "To all brides and grooms out there, the people you select for your wedding party are most likely people you have known for a very long time. You know the color of their hair, the style of their hair, how many visible tattoos they have, their general appearance, etc. If you do not like any aspect of their appearance, do not try to get them to change for your special day. Simply do not ask them to be in your wedding. You are the butt. Our next story is by Funny Representative 2. I divorced my husband Roger 10 years ago. Since then, he's been nothing more than a Disneyland dad to our 16-year-old daughter Anne. He got a really well-paying job recently and bought a gorgeous house with a pool and a very nice car instead of paying back child support. She had been talking about moving in with him for months, saying how much fun she had at his house and how much she loved him. I could tell Roger didn't want that, but was letting me be the bad guy by saying he wanted her there, but I wouldn't allow it. After weeks of needling, I finally agreed to a 1-year trial period. She's been staying with him for over a month now, and she's begging to come home. Now that Anne is with him full-time, he isn't trying to impress her. He's only buying her dollar store face wash along with dollar store shampoo, conditioner, body wash instead of her expensive preferred brands. He's strict on clothes, so he took her crop tops and short shorts away, and she can only wear things that go below her knees. He doesn't cook and needs to make house and car payments, so instead of fresh homemade meals, they eat dollar menu fast food items, frozen food every day. Her room is completely empty except for a bed and a dresser because she was never meant to live there full-time. He won't buy her anything else because he's a minimalist and hates clutter. She isn't in any danger, but she's living a bachelor's lifestyle. On top of it, it turns out Roger didn't think about neighborhood zoning, so instead of being driven to her old school in a Jaguar, she'll be riding the bus to an entirely new school. She's begging to come back, but I don't really want to let her. Now that she is gone, I can afford new clothes and to fix up the house and just relax. I don't have to scrimp and save just to hear about her father would be able to afford nicer things. She wants to come home, but I think since she wanted to live with her dad so badly, she should stay there so I can relax for once. Am I the butt for saying she has to stay the entire year with him? Down in the comments, Foxy Mana says, "Good Lord, why did you two have a kid? You both suck as parents. everyone sucks here. And I agree, Foxy Manna. I feel so awful for that poor little girl who has these two immature brats as her parents. Yes, I agree. Both of you suck. Our next post is by Jimothy Is Your Uncle. I'll try to keep this short. I had a 1967 Impala 4-door that I bought in February 2019. A couple months ago, I bought my first house that had a 2.5 car garage. I moved the car in and started tearing it down for a complete restoration. I had the body in one bay and the chassis in another, plus the whole garage filled with parts. About 2 months ago, my girlfriend came to live with me during this whole crisis and the whole time has hated that car. She wants to park in the garage, but I have 2 acres of land with a lot of nice spaces to park under shady trees or even in the barn if it has to be inside. I tell her, tough luck, it's my house and it's not like I can just throw it back together real quick. Anyways, I was out of town for a couple days on a business trip for a small local company I work for. When I got back, my girlfriend was all smiles, making me food all the time, doing all the chores, all that. I thought maybe she was just happy to have me home, but then I realized that I didn't see her car in its usual spot. I asked her where she parked so I could make sure I mow that area and keep it clean. And she said not to worry because she parked in the garage. I asked how, and she told me to go check it out. Turns out that while I was gone, she hired some people to come over and move everything related to that car, including the drivetrain, body, and chassis and all parts, and take it to the local dump scrapyard. I was absolutely dumbfounded. I have spent over $11,000 on that car, including new parts, services, and the car itself. I told her that I was going to be taking her to the court for that, and she brushed me off like I was being dramatic. I told her that it's done between us and to pack her things and leave. I admit I was really angry, but I did end up getting a lawyer. And as I have all the receipts for all that money spent, and I have her on my house security cam footage letting the guys in and watching them take it all, I think I can win. Her family and friends are absolutely blowing me up, saying it's just a stupid old piece of junk and that she cannot pay back all that money I spent and that I should just let it go. But I've been putting all my time, effort, and money into that car for 1.5 years now, and gosh darn it, if I'm not going to get justice for what she did. Am I the butt? Update. Went to the police station last night, was told to come back in the morning. Just got back and filed an official report against her for grand larceny and grand theft auto. I showed them all the receipts I had for the car and the footage of her letting the guys come and take it, as well as the title for the vehicle in my name. They said they will be in contact with all 3 parties, me, ex-girlfriend, and junkyard guys soon. And they will hopefully be able to recover some or all of the car. Just have to wait now. Huge update! They found my gosh darn car. The junkyard guys apparently were in the middle of hiding it when the police came to ask them questions. It was on a forklift and they were going to put it on top of a pile of cars that was hidden behind more piles of cars. They said it was theirs and they had the title, but obviously didn't have the title for it. And since they matched the VIN on the chassis and the body to the VIN on my title, it was obviously mine. I know at least one person there has been arrested. I think he was in the camera footage I talked about earlier, but I don't know if it was the boss or whomever or even his specific charge. They also told me they would be looking into this specific junkyard for any other vehicles reported stolen. They said they haven't been able to get in contact with my ex just yet, but they're working on it. I'm just so glad they found my car. Luckily, I made quite an album of pictures detailing me tearing down the car, and so I can use that to prove what parts they had were mine, so I can hopefully get most or all of it back. Police haven't let me take it back home yet, as they say it is evidence or something, so hopefully I can get it back eventually. Thank you all so much for the support and advice. She's gonna be alright. And that was r/Am I the Butt? My name is Red and this is Left on Red. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also press the bell notification button so that you get notified every time I upload brand new Reddit content. Bye!